The drive-thru worker leaned out the window and said, "Man, there's something in your back seat. Drive to the police station now." I spun around so fast my neck popped. A woman was crammed behind my driver's seat, unconscious, zip ties around her wrists, duct tape over her mouth. Blood matted her blonde hair where someone had hit her hard enough to knock her out. What the fuck? I grabbed my phone to call 911, but the drive-thru worker shook his head urgently. "Don't call the cops yet. I'm Detective Marcus Kane, undercover narcotics. That woman is federal witness Jessica Lawson. Someone just tried to kidnap her from the coffee shop while you were inside using the restroom." My hands were shaking as I stared at the unconscious woman. "How did she get in my car?" "Because whoever grabbed her used your vehicle as a hiding spot while they figured out their next move. I knocked out the kidnapper and stuffed him in the trunk of that blue sedan over there, but his backup team is probably on their way." Detective Kane vaulted through the drive-thru window into my passenger seat with military precision. He was maybe 40, built like someone who spent serious time in the gym, with scars on his hands that suggested he'd seen real violence. "Drive toward downtown," he commanded, checking his watch. "We have maybe 10 minutes before they realize their operation went sideways." "What operation?" I demanded, though I was already putting the car in drive. Every instinct screamed at me to get away from this nightmare that had invaded my Tuesday night coffee run. Kane pulled out a badge that looked legitimate, and a gun that definitely was. Jessica Lawson was scheduled to testify tomorrow morning against Vincent Romano, head of the biggest heroin distribution network on the East Coast. Romano's people grabbed her tonight to prevent her testimony. The woman in my back seat stirred, groaning softly as consciousness returned. Through the rearview mirror, I could see her eyes flutter open, confusion and terror replacing unconsciousness. "Where am I?" Jessica's voice was muffled by the tape. "Who are you people?" Kane turned in his seat to face her. "Ma'am, I'm Detective Kane, Metro PD. You were kidnapped from Brew and Bean coffee shop about 20 minutes ago. We're taking you somewhere safe." Jessica struggled against her restraints. "The coffee shop? I was supposed to meet my handler there. Agent Sarah Collins from Witness Protection. Where is she?" Kane's expression darkened. "Agent Collins is dead, shot execution style in the parking lot while you were inside. Her murder was the distraction that allowed Romano's team to grab you." I felt sick listening while navigating through traffic that suddenly seemed filled with potential threats. Every car could be following us. "Why is she in my car?" I asked. "Why didn't they use their own vehicle?" "Because your car wasn't supposed to be part of the operation," Kane replied while scanning surrounding traffic. "You were just a random customer who happened to be in the wrong place, but now you're involved whether you like it or not." Jessica was working her hands free from the zip ties, her movements suggesting experience with restraints. "Detective Kane, how do I know you're really police? How do I know you're not working for Romano?" Kane showed her his badge while keeping his weapon ready. "Because if I was working for Romano, you'd already be dead instead of sitting here asking questions." "The federal authorities are compromised," Jessica said with bitter certainty. "Agent Collins told me Romano has people inside the FBI, the DEA, probably local police too. That's why they moved the testimony to tomorrow instead of next week." Kane's radio crackled with urgent communications. "All units, be advised. Federal agent Sarah Collins found deceased at Brew and Bean coffee shop. Federal witness Jessica Lawson is missing and presumed kidnapped." Through the passenger window, I could see a dark blue sedan pacing us 3 lanes over with occupants who were paying too much attention to our vehicle. Professional surveillance that confirmed Jessica's kidnapping was part of a larger operation. "Kane, there's a blue sedan that's been following us for 5 blocks, I said, trying to keep my voice steady while my heart hammered. "Should we try to lose them?" "Neither," Kane replied, pulling out his phone. "We're going to lead them exactly where we want them to go." The call connected to someone Kane addressed as Lieutenant Morrison. "This is Kane. I've got the Romano witness and 3 hostiles in pursuit. Requesting tactical backup at the old warehouse district, building 7, in 15 minutes. Jessica was listening with growing alarm. "Detective Kane, I don't want to be bait in some police operation. I just want to survive long enough to testify tomorrow." "Ma'am, the only way you survive until tomorrow is if we eliminate the people hunting you tonight," Kane replied. "Romano has unlimited resources and connections throughout law enforcement. Running and hiding won't work. That's when things got a lot worse." Full story is linked below or on my channel.